Hey everyone! As you may know, I'm primarily a C# developer and have been for several years. While C# isn't seen as nearly as glamorous as languages like JavaScript, Python, Ruby, or Go, I stand by my decision to remain primarily a C# programmer, and I want to share why in this video. I also feel C# is a pretty good language to start out with if you've never programmed before, or a good first serious language if you're looking to make a jump from a language you learned to learn how programming works to a language you can find a job in and make good money. First and foremost, C# is by now a very well established language. It was originally developed in 1999, was announced in 2000, and is now up to version 8. As an established language, C# also has great support around it. There are many great IDEs providing fantastic development experiences for C# and everything else you need to build for any C# app. Of course, including Microsoft's own Visual Studio, which actually had a long life well before C# appeared on the scene, Visual Studio for Mac, and the cross-platform Visual Studio Code. Then there's the .NET Framework, a comprehensive set of reusable components that essentially comes bundled with the language. The .NET Framework is well documented with a ton of great examples. And of course, there's the developer community and the packages that they bring to the table. Developers from all over have created C# or .NET libraries for just about anything you could imagine wanting to integrate with. And if something doesn't exist, C# has great interop capabilities so you can communicate with old school COM objects or low-level C and C++ libraries. All of this makes C# a really powerful language. And not just today. The teams over at Microsoft who maintain C# and the whole .NET platform all continue to innovate. Over the last few years alone, significant speed improvements have come to .NET and C# in the form of .NET Core, in addition to becoming completely cross-platform, especially in the web world. Next, Microsoft is very popular among enterprises and larger companies. It might not be cool and hip to use Outlook in exchange for email, but larger companies do tend to use Microsoft products, and it's a natural extension to want to use Microsoft's programming languages and development resources to stay within the same family of products. This puts C# in high demand among companies that are more likely to have larger development teams, more likely to be able to support developers of all skill levels in a healthy way, and more likely to have structured and disciplined processes for helping junior developers become mid-level, and mid-level become senior if that is their goal. If I were recording this video last year, I'd also say that larger companies tend to be more stable, especially if they are still on the growth side of their life cycle. But with the unexpected ups and downs of the first half of 2020, many larger companies found themselves in positions of instability and laid off significant percentages of their workforce, regardless of how they were performing relative to their competition, or how their industry was performing relative to related industries. Tangent aside, there's probably still something to be said about the relative stability of larger, more established companies over startups in the early stages of their growth, especially those funded by outside investors. Finally, my personal favorite aspect about C# is its flexibility. I can build just about anything using C#, which means that when I approach a project, I don't have to worry about what language to use in addition to what platform I'm using or what environment is right. I can just start in C#, and if I need to adapt along the way, I just change how my code is written without having to rewrite significant chunks in a new language. That said, there are limits. With flexibility comes some optimizations for the general case at the expense of the specific case. So occasionally I will pick a different language, aside from just wanting to learn a new language. For instance, you can see my video where I decided to learn Go and use it to build a program. I'll leave that link down in the description below. There are a few specific situations where I won't use C#. For instance, low-level systems programming, or situations where I might not be guaranteed to have a C# runtime available. Or if I'm doing high-performance image processing, there are some technical reasons why I might choose a different language. C# may not be the new kid on the block, and while C# was originally named cool during its initial development, you might not feel like it's cool to tell people you work with a language commonly associated with Microsoft. However, C# is still a very powerful, versatile language, and one that I believe has a bright future ahead of it. It's one that I've invested a significant portion of my career in, and that I foresee myself spending a lot of time using in the future. If you feel the same way, go ahead and hit that like button. If you disagree or have other reasons why C# is your language of choice, leave a comment below. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, click that button and ring the bell to get notifications when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.